Estate trust and elder law firm, which I'll talk about for a minute. Your speakers today are going to be me, Mike Fowler, and Brooke Benzio, another lawyer with the firm. We decided to name the firm for what we do rather than our personal names, and so estate trust and elder law implies the three areas that we work in mostly. Estate and trust both refer to two different areas of law: estate and trust planning and estate and trust administration, or probate and trust administration. Then we also do elder law, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. But that are the areas of our specialty. Let me introduce the firm, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my qualifications and some of Brooke's. Then I'm going to turn it over to Brooke to talk to you about the new healthcare legislation and how it affects seniors. Then when Brooke is done, we'll have a little break, get another cookie and some refreshments, and then I'll talk to you about some estate planning concepts and long-term care planning concepts. This basically is our firm, and this picture represents to some extent our involvement in the community, in the sense that the eTelf bowling team showed up to support the Alzheimer's Association at a fundraiser. And you can see the silver fox there on your right, which is yours truly. And right next to him is the world's loveliest office administrator. Her name is Jenny Fowler, and you may have already met her on the way in. Next is Donna Baumier, who does our probate and trust administration work. She's a paralegal that does that. Next, of course, is Brooke Benzio, another attorney with the firm, who does her best to try to keep me in line and has been extremely helpful to me over the last year or so. Next is Shiera Quiles, and Shiera helps a lot on our elder law work and administration and marketing and that type of thing. And last but not least, on the far left end there, is the world's loveliest legal assistant. Her name is Allison Fowler, and she is the youngest of 5 children of Mike and Jenny Fowler. So that's eTelf there. My history is that I've been practicing law for about 33 years. I have an LLM in tax law, which actually is kind of an anomaly. The master's degree, that's Master of Letters of Law in Taxation. The master's degree is actually higher than the doctorate degree, which is kind of weird, and I can explain the history for that, but it doesn't really matter. But that led me into start out as a tax lawyer, doing corporate and partnership and mergers and a bunch of things like that. But I very quickly gravitated into estate and gift tax and became fairly expert at that. And so I was an estate planning lawyer most of my career, helping people save estate and gift taxes and to provide for the non-tax aspects of estate planning. Over the years, my clients kept getting older, and I couldn't figure it out because I wasn't. But at any rate, I started coming to the realization that while I was doing a good job of answering the question, what happens when you die, I was not doing quite as good a job of answering the question, what happens if you don't die and you need long-term care? And I really didn't know that area of the law very well. And I wanted to continue serving my clients, and I could see that it was an emerging area of the law. And it just all fit together. I decided that I was going to learn that area, and I very diligently put myself into situations where I could learn it. Training sessions and seminars and all kinds of things, listening to tapes constantly in my car and everything. To the point where I became board certified in elder law last year. I've been board certified in estate planning for many years. And board certified actually has a good bit of importance in the legal field. It doesn't mean that a non-board certified lawyer doesn't know what they're doing at all, but there is some significance to board certification. And just to try to put that in a little bit of perspective, in the Treasure Coast area, there's probably 15 board certified wills and trust lawyers, but there's only 2 board certified elder law attorneys in the 4-county area that have their principal place of business here. There are only 9 attorneys in the state that are double board certified in wills and trust and in elder law. I know this isn't all about me, and I'm going to stop talking about me real quick here, but it's kind of fun. I'm also AD rated by Martindale Hubble, which is a nationwide lawyers rating service, and that's as high as you can go. And I'm a VA accredited attorney. We're going to talk later about VA benefits. And all of us are very actively involved in the community on a number of boards of organizations that specialize in taking care of seniors. Would point out to you for a minute your packages. You've got an outline in there and a copy of the PowerPoint that Brooke is going to help us go through here. And there's a place on your PowerPoint papers, your copy of the PowerPoint, where you could write down questions as we go along. And we're going to try to cover a lot of information today, so we'd appreciate it if you have questions about what we're talking about. Write it next to the slide where the question comes up. And then at the end, we'll give you as much time as you want to answer your question. It'll be a lot better if we can just go through it without questions to start with. Also wanted to mention that we are videotaping this seminar this afternoon for the benefit of folks that couldn't be here, both currently, but as well for other folks who could benefit from this in the future. So you might keep that in mind, that if you have some friends that weren't able to come, we're going to have videos of this